Okay, we're back for number 3. And the reason I'm starting these videos on percussion and then making points out of it uh, is that I don't like to watch long videos. And when they get too long and I have to go somewhere to do something, not very often will I come back and finish watching them. That'll be the end of it. So I make some that are over an hour long, but I like to make them shorter. And I'm using the solid copper and the hollow PCB pipe hollow bopper. And I'm going to hit right here and run down this ridge. I'm hitting on the side of it. And that plate run down the ridge. Perfect. As I said in the other videos I made, in case you're watching this one first, it's going to be a 4-part series on thinning by percussion. Then I'm going to come back and do 1 or 2 on finishing the point, like making a fluted point or a pine tree or a dovetail, something like that. And so anyway, this is the percussion part right now. Now, I'm not worried about my length. I got a tremendous turtleback hump on this side, but I also got a great ridge running right up here. And I got a big dip there where if I hit this way, it's going to hinge if I don't get under it. So if I hit this way, it'll take all of this out. And like I said, if I was worried about my length, I would have tacked it from the sides and just take a little longer. But I'm not trying to make some particular points that's 5 inches or 4 inches long or anything like that. This is a learning video. So I'm gonna do like fluting this thing. And I'm gonna come down. You see my pencil line? Gone. Because I had that great ridge to run it on. Now I'm gonna come over here and run this ridge. And I didn't grind either one of these over here because I didn't want to get them too deep. Okay, I'm looking at this. This is not a real good, it's a good spot for a lesson, okay? I'm gonna go to this red crayon. I think it shows up better. All of this is pretty flat. We got a little ridge here, but look over here. A big ridge here. This is a big flat area where I just took that one out. So how are we gonna get rid of this? Because all the platforms are down. Okay, what we're gonna do, we got a ridge here, is we're gonna round this off and drive one here, and then we'll probably come right in here and drive one that way. That's making sense. We'll try to come here, and then here. And I'll explain it as we go. I got an overhang right here. We've talked about overhangs before. It's like my thumb right there. When I hit, it's airspace, and then it's solid. So if you can look on this pencil, you can see airspace between there. And I got to knock this back. So I'm going to knock this back where I get a solid ridge running with great convexity to it. And I don't have any overhang. And I love to use these light hollow boppers for doing little platform setups like I just did. All right, now then I'm going to try to come right through here and see if I caught it and show you what happened. And see, I took that part of the ridge. Now I'm going to come this way. And once again, I'm making convection because I have an overhang. So I'm coming in this way, chipping it down. This has a little shattered edge on it, and it probably won't do too much of a hit right there, so I'm going to skip over and hit here and make two passes out of this. And all of this come out right down through there. Now I'm going to skip right here. The problem with this is, when I skip here, if this is an angle, this is an angle like this. It's running, when you look at it, it's running this way. All right, I need this part lower, so when I hit here, I got a straight edge I'm hitting on. So I need to come in here and kind of dip into it like you're making a barb on your point. You're notching it, and you're making a barb coming out. See, if I went in, I'd have me a barb. Well, I got it isolated, and come straight down it like this. And that took that whole side out. Went out like that. Okay, now then I'm gonna come back up here, hit a little more. Just moving these edges around is all I'm doing. All right, I'm gonna hit right in here. It's probably not gonna go here because of the hinge. I'm hoping it's gonna travel right through here. And that's exactly what it did. I'm gonna come off to the side and round that up a little bit. All right, now then I'm gonna come over here and I'm hitting down. I'm gonna grind it. I can grind it pretty hard because it's thick. I'm gonna try to follow this ridge this way. Then I can come straight across. I should have stopped and explained that and took that big hump out. Now I got a ridge going across here. So I gotta make me a good platform for it. So I'm gonna take this little hollow bopper. I love it for making, you barely touch it. And you see the chips falling off of my leg, off my pad. I'm just kind of barely tapping it. All right, if I can hit in here just right, this ought to run somewhere right in here, and it ought to take all of this mess out, right in there. There it went. Now I'm gonna come this way. Do the same thing. I'm isolating a little platform where I can hit this way. Plate run that way. Now I'm gonna come back and do it from the other end, the other side, the bottom end. When I isolate me some platform, I'm gonna start running it uphill this way. Here we go. See how that went uphill that way? Now I got a perfect one on that ridge there. Not strong enough, so I'm gonna make a little convection on it, come down. I need to be hitting with this. This moves it a lot easier. Look at how much easier it moves that. Okay, I got it ready. I can't hit where I'm aiming. Remember I told you, you hit it twice, something's wrong? Well, I had a very little narrow gap to get it in, and I probably should have stopped and made that gap a little bigger, because I probably put some shot waves in this part I didn't want in there. We'll find out and see if all this comes out pretty smooth. And it did. I was blessed. I didn't mess up that much. Got a ridge running this way, and a big old hump there, so I'm going to center that hump and try to run it up that ridge. Went right up the ridge. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit. Still got plenty of convexity on it. I'm just getting rid of the overhang with my thumb. I use that illustration where it's coming straight. I'm gonna run another one down it. Now I could have took a thicker one. I could have hit way up here, but I'm risking the odds of breaking it in the middle, so I'm taking little flukes. I'm fluting little flakes off a little at a time. I'm nibbling away at it. There we go. I'm gonna come across here, come down through there, down through there. Now I got a major hinge, and that'll happen lots of times when you're trying to move heavy stuff. The hinge is right in there, but if I come this way, I'll take it out, or I can come this way and take it out. And this is a ridge already set up. All I need to do is come back this way to isolate it a little more. I'm gonna grind on it and see what happens. I'm gonna try to take it out this way. Are you ready? Not that much out, a little bit left. Right now, I'm gonna come this way and come down, make me a little convexity. And I'm gonna come back up. Straight across here. Now all I gotta do is come this way and it's out. Voila, she's gone. Okay, now we're gonna start using these. That was a little heavy, I think. I'm gonna try this one first and see how it works. And I'll know after I knock a few pieces off with it. I need to go to the heavy one. Nope. This one be just right. It does be good. It does be. Be's good. Okay, I'm gonna take that red X out. The red X is gone. There's another red X right here. Take it out. It's gone. Now those two flakes move this much mass. This one come right in here, and this one come all, well actually it come all the way down through there like that. So I got this little bit of mass here. Got it out. Got that part out. Now let's see what we can do up here on top. Okay, what we did here is this one come through here, this one through here, this one through there. In pretty good shape. We got a ridge running right there. I'm gonna come straight across. I've got two nipple lights. It's like a dent right there, and I don't need that, so I need to move that edge, and pressure flaking is usually the best way of doing that. To get it good, sharp, perfect platform. But anyway, we're gonna do it like this. That turned out pretty good. Here's what we're looking at here. We got a ridge coming here and a ridge coming here. I think I'd rather go down the middle than make my sides narrow, my base narrow. I don't want my base too narrow, unless I'm making a turkey tail or a dovetail or something like that. I'm just kind of barely tapping on this side. Like I said, I don't want to make it too narrow. Trying to stay away from hitting over here. And then I'm going to come down this way in the middle, make like a fluting point. That worked out pretty good. Let's go back to this size now and try to run one across here. Did good. Bring this into a point, and by doing that, I'm setting up a good platform to come across this way. Now I'm just looking for areas we need to remove to get it shaped up good. That overshot all the way across over there. I wasn't expecting that, but it really shaped my point up pretty good. Kind of lopsided, but that's not going to be difficult to take care of. Smaller billet. Trying to come around behind this stack I got here. Got about 6 hinges just stacked up, major stack. Now I'm gonna hit on top. Remember I tell you about coming down on the top to take it out. Right now I'm just looking and setting up platforms where I think I need to have them, and coming back and looking again. Sweep around this, come around it, come down on top. Come across here, I've already set this up. I'd rather hold a piece in my hand than put it on the pad. I don't know why, but I've been putting these on the pad because I'm on 2 blood thinners from my stents I had put in my heart. And when I do like this, I risk cutting my fingers like this. Where I'm down here, I don't. But I just have better control and feel for my angles when I put it up here and hold on to it like this. Don't put it on my pad. I put that on my pad because I was hitting on top, get a little hinge out right on the edge where my platforms are. I needed good support. That one ought to come out of there. It went. I think I'm gonna stop on this one. I'm gonna hit on a little bit right in here, and I'll probably make a fluted point out of this one. I've been thinning the tops too thin for fluted points. I keep forgetting I said I was gonna try to make some fluted points. I had to make some more platforms. Trying to creep in on that edge. Anytime I want to hit something perfect, I hit out here and I start barely. I might hit 8 or 9 times trying to creep in on that edge. And I showed you another method that works. You take a piece of wood or anything and put it right here, and you're not gonna hit anything but the edge. You hit up here, you're hitting the wood. And that makes sure you're real accurate. Know when to hold them and when to fold them. I should have folded on this one back 10 strikes back. Had a little bit of problem. I could have pressure plated out, and I hit, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if I missed my platform. I don't remember now. But I messed it up. I know that. Now I'm trying to correct it and I ought to stop and go ahead and flute the thing. I could run a flute through there, but now I got it where I can't. I'm gonna get it out now, I'm gonna break it. There we go. Got it all the way across it right there, and I'm pressure flake out. I can put that one up. Now I'm gonna stop it, I'm gonna start the fourth one. I gotta turn some air conditioning on.